what's your gut? What do you what is the first reaction? What do you think the NBA Finals is going to be? Which two teams?
What do I think? Oklahoma
Yeah.
City's going.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's going to be the Knicks. But I want to bet the Pacers. So I guess to answer that question, I think I'm going to be wrong in my assessment of the Eastern Conference Finals. So I want to bet the other team. I think Indiana has more versatility. I like their transition game. I like a lot of their guard play. I also I'm just programmed to know that a Thibodeau team is going to crash and burn eventually. And maybe that's not
Mm-hmm.
fair to this team because you don't really have, I mean, if you look at that Knicks roster, you don't have an older group. I always go back to that 2013, 14, 15 Bulls run where you had a lot of guys getting near 30 or bigger. Noah, Luol Deng, Carlos Boozer, guys running out of gas. But this Knick team, I mean, their core is not that old. Bridges and Hart have been in the league 6 and 7 years. Anunoby 7 years. Towns 9 years. Brunson 6. McBride 3. Robinson 6. It's not this veteran laden team. These guys are mostly around 30. So Brunson was born in '96, so he's 29. Or 28, going to be 29 in August. Maybe I'm wrong about the fatigue, and maybe I'm blinded by what I covered and what I witnessed in Chicago. Maybe I'm wrong, but at the price, I would bet the Pacers. I think.
No, I understand where you're coming from because I had the same thought. Indiana has the depth, right? They've got 10 guys that they're going to rotate throughout. And it's a Tibbs thing. You mentioned maybe it's not fair to this group. It's nothing against them. Are they just going to get burned by the end of the series? That's the question. We were waiting for it to happen with Denver. We certainly saw it in the second half last night, and one injury was a big part of that. But you could see how exhausted they were. And Tibbs plays his 5 guys almost the entire game. That's just what he does, and he doesn't apologize for it. He doesn't want you bringing it up. He gets annoyed when he keeps getting asked about it, but it's a conversation. And it's gotten his teams in the playoffs before. So will it happen this time? So he's back for the first time in a long, long time. I think it was ever since those Bulls teams back in the conference finals. So maybe it's not fair, but it's worth bringing up that Indiana has an advantage there, that they've got more depth to go to, fresh guys coming off the bench than New York. So, I mean, I think that's one of the bigger handicaps in this series. Is that going to be a good thing or a bad thing? I think it's good for the Pacers. I actually expect both series to go in the range of 6 to 7 games. I'm not expecting either one to be short like we saw in the last round where you had a number of series that only went 5 games. Are you with me there that you're expecting 6, 7 games for both? Yes, I agree. Oklahoma City, I expect them to be in the NBA Finals, but Minnesota's going to push them a little bit. I know it's the regular season and we don't want to put too much stock into it. Well, these teams split over 4 games, and that's a Thunder team that didn't lose many games in the regular season. They lost 14 times in the regular season, 2 to Minnesota.
I hope we get 2 really enticing, drawn-out series. I started snapping texts off yesterday as I'm getting ready to fly back from Atlanta to Boston. And the 2 guys I lean on the most in the NBA, I asked Minnesota plus 300 ? That, of course, is the price of the Wolves because I love the Wolves, and I'm trying to not be biased here. These guys bet the NBA extremely well, and they make a lot of money. And they both basically said, don't do it. Don't do it. And I pushed back. I said, well, what about Ant? And, Randall's coming on and the size and the rebounding. Nope. They said, don't do it. The one guy said, bro, do not, in all caps. And I sort of, me, it makes me want to do it more. But I think Oklahoma City may be not generationally good, but might run to the trophy here. And
yeah, Yeah.
I think a lot of people are wrapped up in, well, Boston was supposed to be great. Cleveland was supposed to be great. They didn't do it. OKC doesn't have the finishers. OKC doesn't have guys that have done it before in the playoffs. Well, they have a finisher, so you're wrong there. And look, maybe they're just that much better than everybody else. That can be true. And the market certainly thinks so as well, almost minus 200. But two guys bet the league extremely well. Both told me do not waste my money on Minnesota series.